Guys, I've got a very special video for you today, and if you're a lover of beautiful woods, then this is the right video for you. That might seem a little bit strange because, as you probably know, we build carbon fiber guitars, but also you might know that we use beautiful wood veneers in conjunction with the carbon fiber. And this week's selection, I think, is kind of exceptional. Just in the variety that we have here, we have Camphor Burl, we have Amar Ebony, we have Koa, we have Royal Ebony, we have Clara Walnut, we have Curly Ambonia, another Camphor Burl, and Lauro Preto. We have another Curly Ambonia and another Amar Ebony. So just a stunning variety of woods. And what I love about putting these beautiful wood veneers on a guitar is that it's what makes them entirely unique. So we use the finest veneers that we source from all around the world. And we get to use woods and veneers that you wouldn't normally ever see on a guitar because we're using it for visual rather than for structural purposes. So we're fusing that very thin wood veneer into the carbon fiber surface. It starts off at around about 0.6 of a millimeter thick. By the time we finish it and sand it, it's probably down to about 0.2, 0.3 of a millimeter thick. So really there's very, very little there, but it gives that beautiful, beautiful look. And that in conjunction with carbon fiber, you get all the strength of the carbon fiber and the natural beauty of the wood. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. A great variety of guitars in here as well, and a really incredible super treble harp guitar down here as well. What's been going on as well in the background this past week, it's been a pretty exciting week here because finally I have got a concrete driveway. So if you've ever come and visited the Emerald Guitars factory, you know it was a pretty rough gravel driveway coming up into the factory. And we've endured it for years, but this week finally we got the guys in, they excavated the whole driveway and put down brand new concrete, and it's just such a great job. Still a little bit more to do, but it's been fun just sitting looking out my office window and watching the whole thing come to life this week. So some more changes, another step towards completion of the factory. Anyway, we're going to start off, kind of as always, we always start at the beginning here on the smallest guitars. So the first one this week is going to Jeffrey in Maine, and it's this beautiful little Synergy harp ukulele, and finishing the vibrant teal. I think that's such a nice color for that instrument, and vibrant teal on the back and sides. Vibrant teal has become one of the favorites around here. It's there's something about it that just really pops. So Synergy ukulele, so it's tenor ukulele with 4 extra sub bass strings, and if you want to see how it's played, go to our YouTube channel and you'll find a few different videos there and links, and just search it online. But beautiful sounding instrument, really fun to play, and finish here in this teal is really fantastic, and then the silver dots complement it so well. So that's going off to Jeffrey in Maine. Then next up is going to Gary in New York, and it's our Amicus, and wonderful color combinations on this. So it's Camphor Burl, and Camphor Burl has like browns and almost like orange kind of bursts that are going through it. And so we've chosen the amber back and sides, that vibrant amber back and sides, and I think the colors just work so well with that Camphor Burl. Gold hardware and the gold dots as well, just tie the whole thing together, and look at that. You know, it's like vintage with a very modern twist. That's how I like to think of that camphor. So Amar Ebony, this one's going out to Douglas in Florida, and Amar Ebony has the beautiful stripes on it, and you know, it's the color variations you're going to see through all these different guitars this week, and that's what I love about the veneers. You bring in just all these amazing colors and rich textures. So Amar Ebony has almost like, it's hard to describe the color, but it's like browns with like almost hints of purple and stuff going on there. A really nice warmth to it, and then the black veins running through it. So a lot of character. We've got the white rings on the fretboard here, just nice little subtle rings. Black hardware, and then a black carbon back and sides. Really sets off that wonderful X7. So then we're going to England, to Jack in Loughborough, and Jack has gone for Koa on an X20. So a really beautiful X20 and a beautiful piece of Koa. So the Koa, one of my favorites. It's getting harder and harder to find in good quality, and what I always try and find is something that's got a really nice flame in it, nice contrast between light and dark colors, and this is all that going on. You know, it's got a lot of light areas going on, but it's got this really nice dark veins running through, so that adds a lot of character, and it really reflects the light, catches the light beautifully. It's got a really nice holographic look with that flame. So a very fine piece of Koa there. The inlay on this is superb. So this is our rose inlay, and the vines, or the stem here with the leaves, is done in gold, and then the red rose at the top. And we haven't seen a lot of the rose coming through, but I really like it. I think it's got a really nice touch, and just that red on there just really stands out on that fretboard. The back and sides in this one is amber, and amber with the Koa is always a great choice. And we have the vibrant amber, or the black carbon, the sort of the standard amber. So this is the darker one. So it's a black carbon with an amber over the top, and I think either go well with Koa, but that's really, really nice. Very nice details there. Then we've got Steve in Minnesota. So another X20, and this is Royal Ebony. So such a different wood. This is you know, from the quite subtle characteristics here to the big bold pattern of the Royal Ebony, and this one has really nice contrast in colors. Very light in some areas here of the lighter wood, going to totally jet black in the big pattern here. So that's what I love about the Royal Ebony. It's just how jet black the veins are in it. It unifies really nice with that black burst that we put around the edge, and then we've gone with an amber back and sides in this one. So beautiful X20. This is the one with the adjustable bridge. It's got the combination between the K&K Pure Minis and the Graphtec Piezos. And I seen a conversation online about whether somebody really needed the K&K Pure Minis inside. And it depends on your playing style. It depends on what you're wanting to try and do with this. If you're looking for just that direct piezo sound, you know, the most stable sound that'll come off the guitar, then the piezos can be really great by themselves. But the K&K Pure Minis, what it does is it just brings in a lot more body into it. You know, if you're wanting to, you know, be able to, like, if you're playing percussive and want to hear, you know, some maybe percussive tapping on the guitar, it brings out all that. It just really adds a very different dynamic, and you can blend the two in and out as you please. So you know, so really you can add it in there and use it as you like, you know, just to spice up that sound a little bit. So so it's a very nice feature, and it's there when you need it. So another X20 going out to Steve in Georgia. A lot of X20s on the rack today, and this is Clara Walnut. So really like how the book match is done on this one. It's like the lines are all coming down in chevrons. It's got a really nice book match pattern. This nice dark area just down onto the bridge, and it's almost as if it's supporting the bridge. You know, you can see that, like, almost these darker flames coming out. The bridge just sits nicely on it. So this has been very nicely lined up on our 3D builder, very well positioned. And that's the great thing about the 3D builder. It allows you just to position your veneer and find the characteristics that you want, you know, that's going to just interact with the bridge or interact with the neck, and sit exactly where you want it. So it's nice to be able to have that ability to position. So here we have another rose, and this one is gold with gold. So the primary color is always going to be the vine, or the stem in this case, and then the secondary color is the actual rose head. So here it's been done with all done in gold, and that looks great on that fretboard, sitting behind the gold strings. Then a black carbon back and sides, and it's got the Graphtec piezos on the adjustable bridge here as well. Now this is a really interesting veneer here. This is going out to Steve in Colorado, and this is Curly and Bonya, and it's just absolutely stunning. You can really see this movement. It's got a very nice holographic kind of movement to it as well, but also it's just quite different than what we see on the quilted maples or curly maples, because it's got quite defined colors within it. And when we get right in on it, there's the dark areas that are very dark brown, almost black, very light browns. Then there's a lighter color in the center. So there's a lot of layers of coloration going on here, and I absolutely love it. It's we haven't seen a lot of guitars coming through with that on it yet, but we have some very nice pieces in stock, and there's something just really dark and rich about this that I really love. So if we look at the other elements of how Steve has designed this guitar, he's gone with the dark wood. We're unifying that then with the black burst. Then we've got the black carbon fretboard with the black rings on the fretboard here as an inlay. So we're really carrying that darker theme over the whole guitar. The black hardware, and then a black carbon back and sides. So so very much the black carbon theme, that black theme running through it, but then that really nice dark rich veneer on top, and that's stunning. And you know, we can do so much with painted colors and the carbon colors, but truly there's nothing that I love more, or there's nothing that can do it the same way as the beauty of natural wood. It's such a great look. Now this one's going to Peter in Netherlands, and this is another camphor burl, and yeah, very interesting piece here, because it's got a real contrast between the tight burls going on here, and then this section down here on the side that's got a kind of a more plainer detail, but there's also a bit of flame going through it as well, and some little knots. So it's almost like it mimics the arm bevel that's running on the side here. It just nicely kind of frames around that side of the guitar. So very, very interesting piece. It's got that really nice light veins running through the burl with the darker burls on top. The inlays here is the vines with leaves in silver, with the gold on the figure of 8. It's got the black hardware, and then we've got a teal back and sides. So certainly not what you might first expect, but a very bold choice there to go with a totally different color contrast in the back and sides. The pickup system is a High Vibe. Such a great pickup system, very versatile, and getting some great reports from people using these at the moment, and check that out. So week after week, I know that people come and watch these week after week just because they're seeing so many different colors, and so there's no two shipping videos are the same. So next one up is going to Jerry in Maine, and this one's an X20 Lefty. So the X20 is one of the models that we have as a left-handed guitar. We offer the X20 in left-handed, and we have the Amicus in left-handed. So the X20 finished in cobalt blue here, and a wonderful blue color. We've got gold hardware on the headstock, and we've got the gold vines. So gold vines with the red infinity knot here at the 12th fret. So it always throws me off holding the left-handed guitar. I can't imagine what it must be like for all the left-handed players when they hold a right-handed guitar, but it's definitely has to take a little bit of adjustment in my mind. But yeah, it's great to be able to do a left-handed 12 or X20. We also do left-handed 12 string and nylon, so any of the X20 models can be done left-handed. So it's very nice cobalt blue, that really nice dark blue. Then we have Lookin Washington, and this is an X30. So he's gone for the big jumbo body here, and the X30 has that wonderful big body, wonderful big sound, but with all those great ergonomics that make it such a playable instrument. This one is Loro Preto, so another very different veneer that we haven't seen on the shipping video for a while. But what I really like about Loro Preto is on some of the pieces we have this nice light center. We don't have that in them all, but some of them do, and I try and find ones that have the light center. So it's got this light center, it's got the really nice darker browns, and then the black veins that are running through between the grain pattern. So a lot of contrast and colors going on. And inlay is the Celtic knots in white with the infinity knot in gold hardware, and black carbon back and sides. And I would say that's a really good color combination there. I think the black carbon back and sides works very nicely with the black veins running through this, and the nice sharp Celtic knots, and then that gold almost kind of tie in with that lighter bit of gold running down the center. Ellerbags element pickup system with the volume and tone control here in the sound hole, and that's a fantastic jumbo. So nice. Now here's something special, and I'm going to leave it to last. I'm going to come back to that one. Let's have a look at two Virtuos. So we'll have a look at the first one. Oh, this is nice. Again, with the curly embonia, and wonderful colorations. Just so nice in the colorations on that piece of wood. It's got darker flame kind of to this side, a little bit lighter in color up on this side, and it's kind of like very much matches this one that's going to Steve in Colorado. You know, they're almost like sister guitars. You know, so both on the inlays and on the front, and also on the back. So so two minds thinking very alike here. Going to Colorado and James in Florida. So I don't know if you guys know each other, but you've definitely gone with similar routes. But this is the Virtuo. So the Virtuo is that beautiful slim body. It's got all those pickup systems. It's got the Fishman Fluence humbuckers, it's got the piezos, it's got the MIDI, it's got all the controls, and it's all with the black hardware. So and I think this is how this unifies so well. So we've got the black hardware, we've got the inlays on the fretboard, and it's the Celtic knots done with the black infinity knot on the center as a contrast in color. That just catches so well with all the black hardware that's going on here. First time I've seen it done like that, and I absolutely love it. I think that's really something quite special. Black hardware with the matching headstock veneer, matching the body, and the black carbon back and sides. So look at that. That is just a thing of beauty. And what I love about this is truly, I didn't ever think to put that combination together, but James in Florida did. And I love that. You know, I love that these are color combinations that people can dream up on our website, and get to see a finished piece like that. Now, Aero in British Columbia, and the last one today. I didn't double check, but I think it's Amar Ebony. Macassar Ebony, we have some that actually looks incredibly similar, but I think it's Amara. and again with the great colorations. You know, it's got that real nice warmth in the browns with almost like purples coming through it. Totally black, but with some marbling running through the black veins here as well. Comes beautifully to the black fade around the edges. Black carbon back and sides. We've got the gold hardware, and that matches well with the gold hardware here on the face. So so the gold Fishman fluences, all your gold pickup or volume knobs here, and silver dots then on the fretboard. So what a great guitar to finish off with. Oh, actually, I'm not finishing off because I held off on one. Last one we have is going out to Charles in Connecticut. Check this beauty out. So this is a Synergy X20 super treble harp guitar, and we don't do a lot of these super trebles, but we had discontinued it for a while because it was such a complicated thing for us to make. But we've come up with some new processes and new ways to build them, and I'm glad we have, because it's great to be able to hear the sound out of these again. Yeah, it's got so much going on there. So you've got the super trebles on here, those extra high strings. You've got the sub bass strings on here on this side, and I guess, yeah, I've got seven sub basses on this one. So we offer them a 6 or 7. This is a 7 sub, and then the regular 6-string neck. So the whole guitar is finished in green carbon, and it's got the Celtic vines on the fretboard in gold, and then this extra Celtic knotwork running on the bevels. And this is harking back to a select series that we did a number of years ago. We did a custom select series, I'm guessing 5-6 years ago, that we did these knots on and these designs. So it's been resurrected for this guitar as a special request, and it looks really quite incredible. Just something really special, very Celtic and amazing. So same back and sides, got that green. We've got all the hardware here in the black carbon, or the Cosmo black Godot hardware, and what an amazing instrument. Wish I could play it. I definitely can't. But if you want to see this being played properly, I would suggest going to our playlist and probably looking for a video by Tony Bernard. Tony's done some really nice pieces with a super treble harp guitar, and there's a few others on there as well. But just an exceptional instrument, and I think there's nothing that expresses more what we're all about in terms of, you know, customization, just thinking outside the box and doing something that's really special. So I love building these. We don't do a lot of them, but they have a really important place in the Emerald story. So just to finish off, as I've been doing kind of week after week, I'll normally look at a couple of stock guitars, and there was a couple of beautiful ones that were just sitting here. We were just looking at 2 really nice Virtuos, and there was a couple that I just thought I'd put on the wall there. And this is a very nice Virtuo with quilted tamo ash, and you know, we're looking at all these different colored veneers. You know, you see how we've so many colors and textures, and quilted tamo ash is something entirely different again. You know, so it's got this really nice quilting in it. It's got that nice movement, and that really nice light color going on. So this one's finished with black hardware, black carbon back and sides, and all those great pickup combinations that you get with a Virtuo. Now, this one, Fitz called in here earlier today. Fitz is one of the finest guitar repairers and luthiers that I know, and a mentor to me for many, many years. And Fitz was in here just about 30 minutes ago, and he singled out this guitar. He just loved the color combinations on it. He loved the candy stripe Paduk, and if Fitz says it's nice, then it's nice. And what we were talking about is just how the color just frames around the pickup so much. You know, it's You've got that really nice brown section that just almost encompasses the bridge and the pickup here, and supports this one right here. You know, so just getting that position just right, it gives such a great look. Combined with the gold hardware, and we both thought that was a really good color combination, and the silver vines on the fretboard, and then the red carbon back and sides. So those are available right now in stock. That one's been approved by Fitz. Thanks, Fitz. Always good to see you, and always good to do a shipping video. So thanks for watching along. Always great to be able to present our work to you week after week. And if you haven't already done so, please go in and subscribe to our YouTube channel and connect with us there, so you'll be able to see it week after week when we add these new shipping videos and other content. So thanks for being part of Emerald Guitars, and I'll see you next week.